Howdy, pals. I'm afraid that I have to make a confession to y'all. I have an addiction, one that has utterly consumed my life, and has at several times almost reduced me to financial ruin. Now, you might be asking yourself, what could this vice possibly be? Gambling, the alcohol, Lucifer's cabbage, Diet Coke? No, no. Alas, it's something much more insidious. Let's talk stickers. I love stickers. Pick up as many free ones as I can, and at any given FurCon, I will inevitably spend at least $50 acquiring more of them. Now, considering this, you'd think that I would also enjoy using them. I mean, they're stickers. Sticking them on things is literally in the name. Yeah, no. Usually every sticker placement I make involves the same level of deliberation and planning as a Pentagon level defense briefing. Not even being hyperbolic, I felt more anxious putting a sticker on a water bottle than I had selecting my major in college. So, how do I plan on working through this? By sticker bombing the hell out of this toolbox. Alright, gang, we're at our, combination breakfast bar slash workbench. And I got the toolbox right here. So, I think I'm going to start with the top and then move to the back and the sides as we get there. Hopefully this actually turns out and y'all can actually see this, because if not, I'll be very sad-pilled indeed. One day, I'll be able to afford a dual camera setup so you can see the stickers, which are currently behind the toolbox, but, we're not quite there yet. Alright, so to start off, gotta go with the timeless classic. The camera will focus, I can't even see. The Bad Dragon sticker. I got this one, gosh, probably 8 years ago at this point. It's one of the first Bad Dragon products I ever got. I got the lanyard, the mug, as well as a bunch of these stickers, and lost most of them, but found this one in an old briefcase, so that's kind of neat. So we're gonna put you right on the top corner here, as so. Try my best to prepare the surface, but it was in garage for a while, so who knows how good it is, for adhesives or whatever. Alright. Moving on, we got another classic. We got the limited edition, I think, 2023 Walmart Pride sticker. Back when I was still working at Walmart, of course. 0 out of 10, can't recommend, but hey, at least I got a sticker out of it. Nice and rainbow. You can just stick this one right below Bad Dragon sticker. Just like that, to let everybody else know I like dudes, and I'm trans. So, yeah, the important things in life. Alright, so the next sticker we got is this one. I can't remember who I got this from. I believe it was at LVFC 24. It looked really cool at the table, so I was like, yeah, I need this. Gosh, I wish I remembered the artist. Sometimes I worry with some of these stickers, I wasn't kidding when I said that I just sort of buy them on impulse, because for all I know, one of the either people on these stickers or one of the artists behind these stickers could be problematic for all I know. But hey, it looks rad as hell. So you're going on next. You're, assuming we have enough clearance, which we do almost exactly. You're go right here. Alright, next one. This cow. Sick cow dude. Montana the Bull. Huh. So I guess, you know, shout out to Montana the Bull for putting this sticker on a table. Grade A advertising technique. I really dig it. So you, Montana the cow, go, or bull, go right here. Right next to the Bad Dragon sticker. So you gain prominence. You're the real MVP. Alrighty. So this one's a little bit tricky. It's triangular. So I wonder if I can do some avant-garde shit. I'm gonna put it underneath the handle. Yeah. So that's perfect. What would be dead space is dead space no more. This one from, I guess it's a, yeah, I remember this person. I actually took a picture of them as a staff photographer at LVFC. It's at SparkleDog at Instagram. So, you know, if for some ungodly reason they come across this video, what's up? So I'm gonna put you next to Montana. Alright, next sticker. We're gonna go with the, oh, this one's a classic. Got this at, it was like an anime convention at the Pima County Fairgrounds, I think, is where I got this one. Now usually I go to the Pima County Fairgrounds for the gun show that they have there periodically, but you know, for some reason they had an anime convention there, and it's an opportunity to buy more stickers, so I went. Rejoice, transgenderism be upon thee. Oh yes. We got two of them. This little synth guy, full of whatever the synth equivalent of Pilk is. Probably like the same coolant they put in like water-cooled setups or whatever. Now I wish, like whoever made these, had like a me and Michael thing going on. Maybe have them like facing each other. But I understand that would have cost money. I think maybe as like a little conga line thing, because I got them right here. Another classic, a dominant pizza. Can't really say I'm dominant, and I certainly can't have pizza, but it's low-key silly. It keeps people on their toes. Now, if you're walking around with a toolbox, you need people to know that you mean business, right? Like, I could have put a Subway sticker on there, but would you hire somebody who's a sub? Please. Please do. But anyway, it goes on the box. Now, at every con that I go to that has a Boss Monster, like booth, I always get something from them. Because the guy who runs it is usually pretty chill. I mean, heck, one time he gave me a free shirt. Now granted, it was a shirt with a manufacturing defect, but in this economy, a free shirt's a free shirt. So, you're gaining prime real estate on the top of the box for that. Alrighty, moving on. Next, got another sticker from the same folks who did the Rejoice sticker over there. We got youtube.com emo boys kissing. I think that was the right way. Yeah, it was. You know, I miss that era of YouTube sometimes. Like, I was given, like, pretty much unsupervised, unrestricted internet access from the time I was, like, you know, 6 years old. So, that was around 2007. So I'm pretty nostalgic for that era in my own way. I don't think the kids of today will truly understand the joys the platform had back then. The bandit in a maid dress, always a classic. Good to see that the autofocus picked that one up. I got this at the free table at LVFC this year, so we're just gonna go right above the YouTube. You wouldn't download a Persona, would you? Oh. You wouldn't download a Persona, would you, viewer? And more stickers in boxes. Currently, I'm in the middle of a move that's been a bit of an interesting experience, I'll say that much. I have many a story, but it's probably not one I should share on YouTube regarding that one. Although we are almost losing room on the top here. We only really have enough space for a couple of little baby ones. And next we got the fruit kisser right here. This is cinema verite if you really think about it. I'm taking the Trojan Boy Kisser sticker and putting it here. Because that way when you see the Lucario sticker right here, it's like, ooh, they're judgmental. You know, they're harshing the vibes that this guy has. And I think that's beautiful. Alright. Next sticker I got is actually from one of my friends. One of their Persona stickers they gave me ages ago. They're still in Starfleet on Instagram, so you know, they take art commissions. Please go their way. Put them right here. And boom. That's mostly the top done. New camera angle, new everything. Alright, so next sticker we got is illustrious Starbeats coffee sticker. So you are gonna go right here. Story behind this next sticker is pretty interesting. You know, it's, you think you're tough, but everyone cries when the tear gas flies. My sister gave this one to me because, you know, unfortunately, as a citizen of the dystopian states of America, I've been exposed to tear gas way more than I really should have. But, you know, that's just lore in the very slim chance I have grandchildren, or even children for that matter. I'll be able to say, oh, back in my day, you know, before I was old and decrepit, I used to do cool person shit. Which, hopefully I'm still doing by then. But, you know. I think every generation has the right to brag about being part of crazy times. At least times they think are crazy. Right? So you got you right there. Pitch in. Put trash in its place. Sticker. Next we got this queer future sticker. For years I had one of these on my... I think I had one... Not years. For like a year I had one of these on my motorcycle until somebody ripped it off. Which really pissed me off. Like, I can understand... I mean, I guess I live in Arizona, so you're gonna have people who dislike queer culture or whatever, but... Like a sticker on somebody's vehicle, that's kind of uncouth. Kind of uncouth if you ask me. Not very chill in the pill. I'm starting to notice that a lot of the Protogen suitors seem to have stickers, so I guess I really do have to catch up. So I got this guy right here. No socials or anything, but they are a really cool design for their Sona, and I really appreciate that. So I have this guy. It's maybe a dog. I thought it was an otter. It could be a ferret. Oh no, it's not a ferret. It's a silly little goose. So we're gonna put this silly little goose right here. I think this is actually from the same person, come to think of it. And I also got this sticker with it, so I'll just put it next. Have some consistency here. See if I do it. Do like this. And do it. And be done. Yes. Perfect. This is art. Alright. So let's get cracking on this side right here. So, you know, most of these, I will admit, most of these stickers have been furry and or gay. So I thought maybe just, you know, for diversity, since, you know, it's very important to at least pay lip service to traditional, you know, Toolbox culture here. I got this sticker, which I did technically get at a furry convention, but it seems legit. Right up here. Fuck your suits, I'll keep my boots. So, next one. Since, you know, part of my background is I used to be quite the pony-pilled individual back in the day. So we got this one. I love ponies, Charlie. I love ponies. See what we have next here in my magical menagerie. I got this one. Hopefully this is safe for YouTube. It got stuck in there, I didn't sort it out, but what the fuck is a yacht? Anyway, yes, classic adage, an apple a day keeps the doctor, who also happens to be a pig, away. At least I think that's how the saying goes. Next one we got, another recent one in the scheme of things. I got this from LVFC 2026. I got lobotomized at LVFC, and all I got was this stupid sticker. Then got room for one more. And I think we're gonna go with the classic, because that fits almost perfectly. And with this sticker, I'll just put it upside down. This sticker, finally done with the top, as well as the two sides, which means it's time to tackle the back. So, yeah, let's get crack-a-lackin'. First up is another wonderful sticker. I like it. It looks like something I'd see in a, like, coffee shop. If coffee shops were based, of course. Alright. So for our next one, we're going to go with another wonderful sticker from Boss Monster. Got the Protogen Space Program one. I also have the Velcro patch of this one, and I can say from experience that it almost perfectly fits the shoulder patch attachments for a French F2 jacket. So if you have one, you might want to check it out. So you go down here, looking upward, like we all should be doing, to a brighter future. Next one. I can get it to focus. I need to get a better lens, man. Flexing Furry, as it appears to be honey mustard. And it's honey mustard and money, so
guess it makes sense. You know, if I were a baller, I'd eat honey mustard every day. But alas, it is a delicacy only the very wealthy can possess. Folks who make like $18 an hour. But you're gonna go right here. Boom. And now finally, we're down to our last two of this emotional journey of me clearing out just one of my sticker bins. So I guess here for our final sticker of this montage, we got the classic Bad Dragon holographic right here. Well, I guess you're going right here. We did it, gang. We've used all the stickers. Or most of them, anyway.